What librarians really care about is this behind-the-scenes view, or the MARC bibliographic record. What is a MARC record? MARC stands for Machine Readable Cataloging. Remember the old days when you had to go to the library and use their card catalog? Or perhaps you went to the library and you saw those big shelves with drawers and cards in them and you wondered what they were? Well, the MARC format was created in the 1960s as a means of computerizing the information on those cards. It has become the means by which library systems interpret bibliographic data. In its early days, there were many flavors of MARC, US MARC, UK MARC, etc. But these formats evolved over time into the International MARC 21 standard. The link here takes you to the Library of Congress website, which lists out all of the details of that MARC 21 format. Now, there are different kinds of MARC records, bibliographic and authority. What librarians will want from you is the bibliographic MARC record. Here's an overview of what goes into a MARC bibliographic record. Each field is designated by a 3-digit number, which represents or signifies what information is represented there. You'll see that this information isn't really anything new to you. They want title and author information, as well as other descriptive information, such as edition, imprint, and pagination. There is also room in the MARC format for the libraries to add information that is local to them. So there is a little bit of flexibility. This is a partial example of the MARC bibliographic for the second Harry Potter we looked at earlier. You can see the 3-digit field or tag number on the left. Each field also has 2 indicators which represent certain information. And within fields, there may also be subfields. Subfields are predefined for certain types of information. If you look at the 300 in this example, the subfield A contains pagination, while subfield B contains illustration information, and subfield C the height measurement of the book. For the description of the book to display properly to library patrons, information needs to be where the library system will expect to find it in the MARC record. As further examples, numbers and codes in the 0XX fields are going to include such information as the unique identifier. In this case, 001 is the unique identifier for this MARC record. I should mention here that every MARC record needs to have a unique identifier to prevent MARC records from overwriting each other in a library system, which can be a real mess for libraries. You may choose something alphanumeric, such as a local identifier for your title in your database, along with a few letters of your name, or some other identification scheme. LC control numbers, ISBNs, and classification systems, such as Library of Congress or Dewey Decimal, are also entered here. Here again, you can see author, title, and publication information, as well as physical description in their appropriate MARC fields. The 5XX fields include notes about this book. Here we see the names of the sequel to this book and what book it's a sequel of, as well as a summary of what the book is about. The 6XXs contain related subjects, and you'll see there are many here in this example. And the 7XX here, or the 700, lists the illustrator of this particular publication. If you're going to work with MARC records, you'll become familiar with .mrc or .mrk files. It is also possible to get MARC information in an XML format, also known as MARC XML. I believe that most library systems will accept both, though the .mrc files are going to be your most common. What we won't go into detail about now is the possible future transition away from MARC records. You're all aware that there are different flavors of XML out there, including Onyx, which is prevalent in the publishing community. Well, there's real discussion going on in the library community about moving away from the clunkiness, if you will, of MARC records into a library flavor of XML. So there's certainly an understanding that library metadata format needs to join the 21st century. Having said that, MARC information will still be around for a long time.